A few days ago, the Denver Broncos kicked off their preseason with a game that gave us a glimpse of some exciting young talent. One player who stood out and grabbed my full attention is Jahdae Barron. This guy isn't just good, he's a powerhouse on the field. Today, we're diving deep into his film from that opening game to break down exactly what makes him such a force. But before we jump in, I want to hear from you. Drop a few names in the comments, players from that game you want me to analyze next. It could be anyone, a rookie, a second-year guy, a veteran, offense, or defense. Your picks will shape the next breakdowns, so don't hold back. Alright, now let's get into it. Here, Jahdae is locked in his coverage assignment. His job? Read the quarterback's eyes, because that's where the play begins. You can almost tell what the QB is about to do just by where he's looking. In this clip, Barron drops back with inside leverage against his man, while the defense tries to confuse the offense with disguised coverage and a linebacker blitz. But through it all, Barron's eyes never leave the quarterback. He's locked in, anticipating every move. From this stance, it's clear he's playing a soft zone, probably a cloud or curl flat coverage. He's not aggressively covering a hard flat, but he's ready, positioned perfectly to react. Now, check this out. Barron reads the quarterback perfectly. The QB is about to throw that quick out route against off coverage. Normally, quarterbacks love this: backpedal first step, bait the defender, and hope the corner can't make the tackle. But not with Jahdae Barron. As soon as the receiver catches the ball, Barron delivers a hit that's straight up brutal. No chance to escape. This isn't just a tackle, it's what you call a hospital ball. That's how good Barron is at putting opponents on notice. What's even more impressive is his discipline. He doesn't jump the gun before the ball is released. He stays patient, lets the play develop, then explodes with that hit the moment the ball is out. That kind of timing shows his instincts and maturity. For a debut performance, Barron was absolutely electric, arguably one of the best defenders on the field, even with limited snaps. When he was on, he dominated. Let's keep breaking down his film. Here's another play. The offense runs a double stick concept over the middle, trying to exploit off coverage and create space. But once again, Barron stands tall. No yards after the catch. That's the name of the game for him tonight. When the quick out comes his way, Barron's right there, shutting it down immediately. Playing off coverage is tough. Routes like outs, ins, and shallow crosses put defenders at a disadvantage because the receiver already has the leverage. But Barron rises to the challenge every time, showing toughness and technique. If the quarterback gets the ball out quickly, the offense should be able to pick up 3 or 4 yards easily. But Jahdae Barron's ability to close ground and fill space is next level. Watch this, boom. His quick change of direction and sudden burst of speed are just remarkable. He's not afraid to give up a short catch. On 2nd and 10, a 5-yard route is acceptable. What separates Barron, though, is what happens after the catch. He refuses to let anyone gain extra yards once they're in his grasp. That kind of lockdown defense is what truly stands out. Now here's another impressive play. The offense motions a receiver, setting up trips formation. Barron drops into zone coverage, specifically into the flat. In zones, your job is simple but critical. Read the quarterback's eyes. And this defense does a phenomenal job handling this route concept. There's an in route on one side, an out route on the other, and a vertical threatening over the middle. Barron's responsibility? Lock down that quick out route, and he does it with authority. Look at him, he's all over the play. But what I really love here is how Barron's eyes never leave the quarterback. He's constantly communicating with his teammates, adjusting on the fly, and reading the play before it even unfolds. That focus and football IQ set him apart. Barron keeps his eyes locked deep in the backfield, even as he makes contact. He's watching every move, waiting to see if the football is coming his way. On this play, the offense runs a hook curl over the middle that picks up 84 yards. Great job by the receiver, but Barron stays locked in. The vertical route is covered by 2 defenders, and Barron's speed keeps that quick out route completely shut down. There's nothing open on his side. Once again, Jahdae Barron proves why he's a lockdown defender. When the quarterback boots out or scrambles right, Barron eases off a bit, not because he's caught off guard, but because this side of the field rarely sees deep passes unless you're Patrick Mahomes with all your defenders out of position. The chances of a throw coming his way in that scenario are slim to none, so he conserves energy wisely. That play was a textbook example of discipline and awareness from Barron. Now let's keep this momentum going. As the preseason rolls on, expect more breakdowns, not just of Barron, but other Broncos players making noise. Ready for the next play? Let's jump right back in. Now let's talk about a play where Barron shows a different side of his game. He fakes a corner blitz. The offense clearly anticipated it. You can see the tackle was ready, fully set to block him. They run an outside zone to that side, and Barron does his best to contain the edge, taking on the left tackle at the C-gap. This wasn't a blown assignment or a bad play by Barron, it was just tough circumstances. Blitzing from the nickel corner spot is tricky, especially against a well-executed zone run. The offense called a perfect play to exploit that gap, and Barron was caught in a difficult spot. Later, there's a play-action bootleg to the right, where Barron almost chases down the quarterback, but that outside zone run on his side put him in a bind. I don't blame Barron here. The offense did a great job putting him and the defense in a tough situation. This was likely one of the last snaps he played in the game. It's a good reminder that even the best defenders face plays that test their limits. Showing a blitz early and then pulling back is smart football. He never left his defense exposed. Situations like this are challenging, but they also highlight the complexity of NFL defenses and how hard it is to get everything perfect every time. Offenses love to run routes that look similar at first, then suddenly break in different directions to confuse defenders. Here, you see that strategy in action, but inverted. One receiver heads straight upfield while another breaks back inside. Barron starts locked on his inside release guy, that's the receiver breaking inside. But when that guy goes out and another comes in, Barron needs to switch coverage smoothly. In this play, you can see him starting to follow number 86, who's no longer his man. Meanwhile, number 17 moves deeper and breaks back inside, creating confusion. The defense's communication falters here, they almost get caught in a mess. By the time the ball is out, it's too late to fix. The quarterback tries to hit a dig route over the middle, but the linebacker reads it perfectly and breaks up the pass. This was likely Barron's final snap of the game. Overall, his debut showed plenty of promise, despite this one breakdown, caused mainly by miscommunication that could have led to a costly touchdown. With a high safety playing deep midfield, that coverage should have held, but close calls like this are part of the NFL grind. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more. And drop your thoughts on Barron's debut in the comments. Plus, let me know who you want me to break down next.